Hello, beautiful being. This is Lorian Rowan. This is Surfing Vuzuvaya. A funny thing, funny thing about this. This is a Mexican um, computer, and it has a QWERTY keyboard in Mexican. Mexican Spanish though, because Latin American Spanish. There's a million varieties of it, but the keyboard, the placement of the keys. I did find the at button. I can't remember where it is again now, but it's something. adapting, adapting, changing. And part of the ways that I'm adapting is not just in the muscle memory, but in the ways that I'm using my punctuation, leaving spaces in between instead of apostrophes for when you put two words together. Whatevs. Um, not like that. Not like not like not like when you're shipping something, and you smush two people together. But when you're it's not a conjunction. It's conjunction junction. What's your function? Oh my gosh. Oh, I love Schoolhouse Rock, right? Right? So, but really it's about moving, Um, there's so many different words and descriptions, and because there's so many different dynamics, and the need to be flexible, the joy of flexibility. Yes? The joy of adaptation. The joy of acceptance and just moving on. Again, like, it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are important to learning. Perfection. Mistakes are perfect. It's true though. It's totally true. So I'm incredibly thankful for the mistakes that I make and for learning and growing from them. In context, I, yeah, and I feel incredibly lucky to have the opportunity to learn and grow so much. And I apparently can be much more critical of myself. I had the most wonderful conversation yesterday, last night, with Kid Face, who is my son, who's super grown up. Like, he's almost 30 years old now and shit. He's an amazing person. I really like him a lot. I love him so much, and I really like him as a person. He's amazing. And there are so many surprises. We had a really deep conversation about all sorts of things, and there were so many surprises in that. So many of the things I thought I had totally messed up because I had all these goals as a parent, what things I was going to do, um, and a lot of those, I had a million goals, and I only accomplished 1,000 of them, and had to change and shift to other goals and things. And I kept seeing that as a failure. And my son was telling me that he's like, Mama, I think we are incredibly lucky people. But he also credited me with that. Said, I think it's not just luck. I think you really allowed me the opportunity to heal and to adapt, and you gave me a security in the midst of a lot of change, um, and that allowed me to be secure through all this, what would, essentially be a very crazy life. There were so many things when I had my car accident, and I had to learn to basically function again. Um, my left, my left side was paralyzed for a couple of years, and my arm was stuck like this for a few years, literally just grown. Anyway, it was gross. That was old stories, old stories. But the thing is apparently Mr. Awesome. He was, first off, he's just an awesome kid right from the get go. But Mr. Awesome let me know that I had actually given him what he needed as we progressed, and as he progressed as a young being, to continue to adapt and grow and heal. and just grow from the experiences, to see the best and experience the best in things, to laugh and find joy and roll with what life gives you, while again very eyes on the prize, while getting her done, moving somewhere, being willing to grow, being willing to change, being willing to discover who we are, being willing to, yeah. And I feel so incredibly blessed because I learn so much from my son every time I talk with him, and I have the moment that I first met him, you know? And I'm really thoroughly touched and pleased by that, because again, I'm all personally, a big part of mine is that I'm working on my self-acceptance dynamics and my criticism of myself. um, that's part of my really big healing now. Very, you know, very RSD, very RSD sometimes, and that's okay, because that part of me is beautiful too, you know. And so I said this to my friend. I think I said this on the other video too. I messaged to my friend. I was like, oh, you know, I was like, I really want to go to this social occasion that I love, but I have a very serious question, which is, there's people there that make me really, that often there's people there that I'm really uncomfortable with, and I don't know how to deal with it. Basically, I feel really insincere because I don't want, if I ignore them, then I'm withdrawing my energy, and that is a dynamic themselves. If I engage them, I feel gross because I feel like an insincere person most of the time, and I don't like the things that me that stir up. And though I didn't go into all those details, he was so cute because he laughed and he's like, "It's totally normal. It's totally normal, Lorian. Everyone has that." And I was like, "No way!" I'm like, "You're always so together. You're such a class act. I wouldn't know this." So apparently, this is super normal, and it's super cool to hear that I'm not the only one that has these awkward social moments, and that it's okay because I can be there for the thing and being part of the thing. And again, this is part of the progress of, I don't, it's like, again, I don't have to, when we don't have enough time to be for everyone. We need to be who we are for, and not, and those who are there for, we need to be there for those who are there for us. Does that make sense? We need to be there for those who are there for us, and those who we are there for, but not to change ourselves, overextend ourselves for those beings. I think that's, yeah. So how do we, what do we call the wax? What do we call the wax for our surfboards right now? You know, let me think. What do we call the wax for our surfboards? We wax our surfboards with humorous acceptance of the complexity of social dynamics, and acceptance of our own human ups and downs, and learning curves and engaging with them. Mwah! Shedding. Shedding. Oh my gosh. Is this a snake year or a golden retriever year? Snake, golden retriever. Golden retriever snake. Woof woof. Oh my gosh. Well, hello everyone. Waxing my surfboard. Waxing our surfboards with loving, humorous acceptance. Maybe riding the surfboard with a golden retriever snake. I don't know. It's an idea. Mwah. Love you, I'm with you. I know you're with me because I can feel you. And I'm really thankful that